Even before Sonic the Hedgehog 3 hit theaters, Paramount was already cooking up something bigger. They weren't bragging about it publicly, but behind closed doors, the talk was real, especially about Shadow. That post-credits scene wasn't just a wink to fans, it was a giant neon sign saying his story is only beginning. Still, the studio played it smart. They didn't rush to announce a spin-off. First, they needed to see if Sonic 3 could deliver, and oh, it did. The movie's pulled in nearly $500 million worldwide, putting it among the top-grossing video game films ever made. With numbers like that, it's no longer a question of if Shadow gets his own project, it's when. That end credits scene made one thing obvious. Shadow's not only alive, he's active, dangerous, and loaded with potential. It wasn't a vague tease either. It felt like a promise. He's coming back, and probably not just in Sonic 4. All signs point to Paramount seriously considering a solo Shadow project, and honestly, there's a strong chance it'll pull heavy inspiration from the 2005 Shadow the Hedgehog game. Critics were mixed on it, but fans showed up big time. The game sold well, became a cult favorite, and now it's primed for a comeback. And let's be real, its story is begging for a live-action adaptation. We're talking alien invasions, secret origins, moral conflict, and one of the most emotionally complex characters in the entire Sonic universe. If you're going to build a spin-off, this is the one to build, especially now that Keanu Reeves is officially voicing Shadow. His performance hit hard, and fans already want more. A full series or standalone film would give him the space to dive into Shadow's cold logic, tragic past, and his ongoing struggle to figure out who he really is. In the 2005 game, the story kicks off with the Black Arms, an alien race invading Earth under their ruthless leader, Black Doom. He tells Shadow he holds the key to his forgotten past. Shadow, haunted by broken memories of Professor Gerald Robotnik and Maria, is desperate for answers. But Black Doom has his own plans. He wants Shadow's help conquering the planet, offering the truth as payment. According to the game's lore, Gerald used Black Doom's DNA to create Shadow, which explains his insane power and near invincibility. But a movie or show could twist that idea. Maybe Gerald never worked with Doom. Maybe Shadow wasn't even created at all. What if he existed before, in some other form, and was only transformed into the ultimate life form? That single change could open up a whole new mystery, a darker, more philosophical take on Shadow's origin that adds real depth to his story. Now picture it, a Shadow the Hedgehog project with gritty cyberpunk visuals, brutal action, and a psychological edge. A world where identity and free will aren't just buzzwords, they're the heart of the story. It could pull inspiration from Blade Runner, The Matrix, even Ghost in the Shell, while still keeping that fast, colorful Sonic energy underneath. And instead of painting Shadow as the villain, the story should fully lean into his anti-hero side. He's not trying to save the world, he's trying to figure out if his life even means anything, or if he's just someone else's pawn. Sonic 3 gave us a taste of that complexity. He was powerful, intense, and clearly fighting something deeper inside. But that was just the surface. A solo project could finally let us dig into what makes him tick. And then there's the villain situation. Eggman's had his spotlight. 3 movies, Jim Carrey absolutely nailed it. But now it's time for something new. Enter Black Doom. He's not your goofy, over-the-top type. He's ancient, calculating, and terrifyingly calm. Those psychic powers alone could turn the tone darker, even horror-like. Imagine a silent hallway, lights flickering, then suddenly, red eyes glowing in the dark, and a voice whispering in Shadow's mind. That's nightmare fuel. And don't forget Gunn, the government agency always lurking in the background. In the games, they start as Shadow's enemies, but slowly evolve into uneasy allies. In live action, they could feel more like Marvel's S.H.I.E.L.D. Black Ops missions, hidden agendas, and all kinds of political gray areas. It'd give the Sonic universe a level of intrigue it's never had before, and it totally fits Shadow's tone. Here's another cool possibility. Bring back the choice mechanic from the 2005 game. Depending on your actions, you could end up as a hero, a villain, or something in between. A movie couldn't pull that off exactly, but a limited series could. 6 to 8 episodes exploring different choices, timelines, and moral struggles. That format would let the story breathe, develop Black Doom, and take Shadow on a complete character journey. A movie could still work, sure, but it would have to go big. Massive scale, jaw-dropping visuals, and a darker tone that clearly separates it from the main Sonic films. But with how rich Shadow's story is, a limited series honestly makes more sense. Either way, that post-credit scene wasn't just a tease, it was a promise. Paramount knows fans want more Shadow and more Keanu, and now that Sonic 3 is a massive success, they've got every reason to move full speed ahead. Whether it's a movie or a show, Shadow's ready to step into the spotlight. And if they pull it off right, it could be the boldest, most ambitious chapter in the Sonic universe yet.